Hi everybody. Welcome to English 1020 online for the winter 2020 semester. My name is Dr. Nicole Guinovardi and I'll be your instructor for this term. I'm really excited to meet you. Even though we're not face-to-face in the classroom, I'm hoping that through these videos we can sort of connect in a different way online. In this video, I want to do sort of a day one intro to the course type of deal. Go through our Canvas site, talk you through some of the high points of the syllabus, and chat a bit about my expectations for the course in general. So I hope everyone's having a great day on this beautiful, sunny first day of the semester. I'm going to shift over to our course view and talk you through some of the aspects of the Canvas site, our schedule, and the syllabus. Okay. So now we are inside the Canvas course site that's going to serve as our online classroom for the rest of the semester. The first thing you'll notice is that there is some first day stuff posted here, a brief instructor profile that'll tell you a little bit more about me, coming soon, profiles on your peer mentors, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The English 1020 syllabus, which we'll return to in a second to talk more about, and the course schedule, which serves sort of as a whole semester at a glance. You can see week by week by week the activities and the assignments that I've planned, when they're due, and everything. Basically, it's all there. Okay, another thing that you might find interesting is that I've organized the course shell by project. So it's kind of like a whole unit is in one module, but each module is broken down, again, week by week, just so that we kind of have a chronological timeline to flow through. Each week's activities and an overview of everything that's going to be due that week can be found in the week activities page. I'm going to click on week 1 and we'll talk through what you can find there. Every week there's something to watch, there's something to read, and there's something to write. Now, you'll find the links and the overall outline of all of these assignments in the weekly activities page, and you'll find that weekly calendar where I've broken down day by day how I suggest that you move through the assignments. Now, you can go through from the home page to find each assignment that's underneath the week's activities. They're all kind of posted together. You can kind of cherry pick them as you go. Or if you're in the weekly activity page, you can hit the next button and it will take you to the next assignment. You can do that assignment, you can hit next, it'll take you to the next one. So there's lots of different ways to navigate the Canvas page in whatever way makes most sense to your brain, whichever way is the most organized to you. Okay, another thing that I should mention, and I'm pulling us out of the course view so that I can talk to you face to face, so to speak, is just a quick mention about the schedule of videos. So each week, I will be posting an instructor video, which is basically going to be me talking to you, talking you through the week's assignments, if there's any relevant readings or topics that I can sort of explain or add a little bit of insight to, troubleshoot. That will be what I will post each week on Tuesdays. So look for the week's overview video from me, your instructor. I'm going to post those on Tuesday. There are also other videos embedded in each week that cover topics in a little more depth. Those are called mini lesson videos. I've included what I call little vids, which are just very short, 5 minutes or less videos that will give you a brief little snapshot into a topic or an idea that I'm hoping will shed more insight onto topics that we're going over in this class. So keep your eyes peeled for those videos. Know that I am dedicated to posting my instructor videos by Tuesday. And also know that I've envisioned our semester calendar moving on a Wednesday, Friday, Sunday schedule. But you know what? As I'm talking to you about this, I'm realizing I've written about this in the syllabus. So I'm going to pop back into the Canvas course site and talk you through the syllabus. Hang on one sec. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to open up the English 1020 syllabus and talk you through some of the high points. As I would do if we were meeting face-to-face, I'm not going to go over this word by word. I'm not going to read it to you. You guys can read it on your own. Some of you probably already have. This is just going to be me kind of hitting the high points to emphasize some areas that I think are important or that are good for you to keep your eye on throughout the semester. So, Introduction to College Writing. One of the things that you want to take note of is my office. Even though it is an online course, I do have some suggested dates, which we'll look at in a second, that are for conferences, meeting with me. So you want to take note of where my office is. I will have office hours every Tuesday from noon to 2, and also by appointment, also by Skype. So you can see my Skype handles right here. My email, lots of ways to get a hold of me. You guys can read through the description of the department requirements. When it comes to our course learning outcomes, I would like you to read through these very carefully because these are sort of the guiding lights for us for the whole semester. I'm going to just tell you really quickly that we're going to look at reading, writing, researching, and reflecting as 4 parallel goals for us to be growing in and learning about in this course. Another thing to take note of is that this course that you're taking with me online is a part of the composition learning community. Woo! Woo! Lucky you! This learning community is an awesome organization. We work together with other composition courses to support each other. We create a community of learners in composition. And this is going to show for you in a couple of places. Most noticeably, you'll find that you have peer mentors. I mentioned that a little bit earlier in this video, and you'll be hearing from them later on in the week. But your peer mentors are here to support you in the process of taking a composition class, which can sometimes feel like a little bit alien. You know, it's like this weird class, and what is it about, and what am I supposed to be doing? Your peer mentors can help support you with that. Also, at the end of the semester, we'll be participating together in a mandatory face-to-face celebration. We're going to be putting together a class display for the writing showcase. So those are 2 areas where the composition learning community will be really integrating with what you're doing in your composition class. The CLC, as it happens, we also have learning outcomes. So along with reading, writing, researching, and reflecting, the CLC is thinking about developing our teamwork, developing our experience of integrative learning, and developing our facility with written communication within the community. We do have a required text. It's from Inquiry to Academic Writing. You can find it in the bookstore. I believe you can also find it on Amazon. I might just abbreviate it because it's a big title. Sometimes I just call it FIA. But get yourself a copy of that. I'm sure you can find used copies. But that's basically where a lot of our readings are going to come from throughout the semester. Now, quickly, computer use. One of the things you do need to make sure is that you have access, number 1, to a computer, number 2, to the internet, and number 3, to some kind of word processing software where you can be composing stuff and saving stuff. So that could be your OneDrive that's provided to you from Wayne State University. Some people prefer Google Drive. Some people have, different systems set up. But make sure that you have access to the internet, computers, all that good stuff. Now, I talked about this a little bit ago. You can survive this English 1020 class, or you can thrive in this English 1020 class. What I mean is that I've set up the class so that it is as close to a face-to-face experience as possible. You'll see my face, you'll be interacting with each other, you'll be interacting with me in as similar ways to the classroom as I possibly can create online. I would see you probably for like around 2.5, 3 hours during the week. If we were meeting face to face, I would assign you a couple hours of homework each week, and you'll see that level of engagement that I expect. You'll see that level of assignments that I'm giving. Same, but online. You'll see that I have a suggested 3-day weekly schedule, that Wednesday, Friday, Sunday that I was mentioning. I have tried to split up the work so that if you do Wednesday's assignments on Wednesday, Friday's assignments on Friday, and Sunday's assignments on Sunday, generally that's going to keep your workload in smaller, more manageable bites. Now, the official due date for every week is Sunday. That's a hard deadline. You got to get everything done by Sunday. But, you can survive and you can just try to get it all done in one day. And you might have like 6 hours of work sitting there. I don't want that for you. Sometimes that might have to happen. I'm just letting you know. If you want to survive in this class, just get everything done by Sunday. That's it. That's the hard deadline. But if you want to thrive in this class, try to take the assignments as they're suggested. Try to do it doesn't have to be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, but try to do the Wednesday assignments first, then the Friday assignments, then the Sunday assignments. All the things that I am having you do in this class are designed to build on each other. That's on purpose. And so I want you to get the best benefit out of how I've set up the assignments and designed them to be worked through. You can just go through the motions, or you can really suck the marrow out of this class. The choice is up to you. I know what I would pick, but I also know that life is complicated. So that's why the hard deadline is Sunday. You have some flexibility. You will be responsible for a lot of your own time management, but I'm trying to design this class to be as supportive and as manageable as possible. Okay. Make sure you have space to work on this class, like quiet space where your executive functioning can freely work. Because writing is a lot. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of planning and decision making. Do you have space to work? Do you need to start finding your special comfy spot in the UGL? Do you need to make sure that you're at Starbucks at the same time every week? Do you need to make sure that your sisters and your parents know, don't talk to me, I'm closing my door, I'm working on English 1020? Just think that out now before the semester gets too busy and you're feeling like, why does this feel so crazy? Make sure you have space to work and time to work on this class. I got some in-person dates here. The first 3 are optional. I'm offering in-person or online conferences for each of the first 3 major projects. And then, of course, April 17th will be the writing showcase. This is our one mandatory face-to-face event. So put it in your calendars right now. Make sure that you're asking off of work far in advance and get hype because it's a really fun time. Okay. Now, I got to move a little quick here. The course writing and grading breakdown, you guys can read through the types of assignments we're going to do. Smaller assignments like digital journals and chat check-ins. Project builders, which are a little bit bigger and help you think toward those bigger drafts and the big projects. So these are like paper length, larger pieces of writing that you will build toward throughout a given module. So you guys can look through those descriptions. You can see the course breakdown in terms of grades, university grading scale. We are going to work in MLA format for all papers. A note about my course policies, just really quickly. I basically just say, thank you for not turning in late work. Since you have an entire week each week, you can do it. I believe in you. If you miss a couple of like smaller assignments, I do not accept those late. If it's something bigger like a submission draft or a big project, you just have to communicate with me. I reserve the right to determine any grade reductions or points off, but generally I'm open to negotiation. The thing is that I can't grade what I can't see. So if you don't send me an email or if you don't send it to me, I can't grade what I can't see. That's all. Participation works kind of similar. It's 50-50. I'm going to come 100% of my 50% toward you guys in setting up the class and being organized and making my videos and responding to my emails. And you got to come your 50%, engaging with the course content, doing the assignments, sending me emails if you have questions. And if you're ever off schedule a little bit, that's kind of like, if you think about it, what we would consider an absence in an online class, right? Like I can't take attendance, but it's up to you to be doing the work each week. And regardless of the reason, if you get off track, you're responsible for the material that you missed. Go back to the last module, look through whatever it is you missed, contact me, contact your peer mentors. There's a lot of support systems here for you, so take advantage of them. You guys can read through my plagiarism policy and my respect policy. Riri is my inspiration here, but also being decent, diligent, supportive human beings to each other as we grow together in our writing. So you guys can read through that. Again, lots of support systems. You can contact me. You can contact your peer mentor. There's the Writing Center. The Writing Center, too, by the way, does online consultations. So if you're taking this online course because you just can't even with campus and commuting, you can also do the same. You can do online consultations with the Writing Center, which is pretty cool. There's lots of services that are linked there at the bottom of my syllabus. So, I'm sorry, that was kind of like hit and run with the syllabus. I'm going to pull back out for just a final wrap up to this video, and then we'll call it a day. So I'm really excited to get started on this semester with you. Thank you so much for your patience and attention as I've gone through some of the overarching organization of our course and our syllabus. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about in this video, please don't hesitate to email me. Also, keep your eyes peeled. Tomorrow, 1/7/20, so Tuesday the 7th, I will be posting our week 1 video. So today was just sort of the introduction, day 1, yada, 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 welcome to class. And tomorrow I'll be going over this week's homework assignments, expectations, and overarching schedule. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to working with you throughout the semester. All right. Bye, everybody.